pressure on the Packers' creative quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Packers and the Bucks, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're... Patterson is the kicker, and he's got it on the tee. And off we go from Tampa. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
Well, the nice thing about the NFL, Mike, is there's always next week. If you're coming off a good game, you got to put it to bed and come back and play well again. But in this case, things could not have gone much worse for this guy last week in that performance. So this game couldn't come fast enough. He said he had a great week of practice. He was able to put that behind him mentally and physically, and they're going to need him to play a lot better if they're going to come away today with a win.
A gain of 11 on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. On first down, right back to White. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. On second down, it's May. That's into traffic, but taken in. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On first down, it's White. There he goes, inside the 30. He's going to get this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 13-yard line. That one good for 29. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. He's going to run it. And he will get into the end zone. Drake May. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Now, Mike, he's coming off a game where his touchdown-to-interception ratio wasn't exactly ideal. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters in this league is wins and losses. He was able to escape with the win, and that's all that matters when it's all said and done. But having said that, he has to play a cleaner game, not only today, but going forward if his team ever wants to get to the level that they think they can play.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On the move, past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Let's go.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. Now a give up the middle. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Trying to keep the drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Green Bay. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Buccaneers offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. We have a tight end motioning left here. Throwing on 2nd down. May. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. May now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From out of the gun, here's May. Brought in by Chris Olave. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end Smith. On the give, it's White. He's got space inside the 25. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Another run here with White. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try.
Ready. Come on. Set.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. It's May. And he will score. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa. Gonzalez now for the point after. His kick is good. And the Bucks will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. This one complete right side. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by White. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. Here comes Otten in motion. May to throw on 2nd down. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. 3rd and long. Throwing is May. They'll set up the screen to White.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get him the ball back.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Now a give on the ground. Room to run at the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 32 yards. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Here's Daniel Whelan now. He's on for the 2nd time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense, running back Rachaad White, ready for this next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is May. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
Set. Bring it. Reload.
They run with White. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Lucas Van Ness, the former 1st-round pick, there to make the tackle. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Here comes Otten in motion. Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll try to run for it.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Kicking time for the Bucks. They'll punt it away, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Packers offense and their running back set to go once more. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Packers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Bucks offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Here we go, set. Let go.
To throw now, May. This one complete. It's Jalen McMillan. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
The Bucks have the field goal unit on the field. This will be from 56 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. On comes the Packers punting team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. To throw on first down is May.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Shotgun snap and a give to White. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Sending a receiver right. Here's May. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll try to run for it. Here's White. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense.
First and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1. Now a run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now this time they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They face second down and 7.
Come on. Set. Set go.
Here comes Otten in motion. On second down, it's May. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. May gonna look to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's gonna end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Olave is the motion man. Throwing on second down. May. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. May to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there as he's standing right around his own goal line. A big hole to the 20. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. The extra point is good. And the Bucks are out to a 21-10 lead. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. They'll look to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now, faking the give. The second down throw is incomplete. Third and long. Back to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Open man, left side. He's got it. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. What a play on 4th and long. 41 yards. They'll run it on the inside handoff. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. Yeah. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense. That penalty is declined.
So now, pressure situation for Riley Patterson. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one on line. And it is good. And they are indeed back within one score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
May now on 1st and 10. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Olave is the motion man. Working out of the gun. It's May. Got it into the hands of Olave. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw again is May. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for Watson. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case,
and he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They put Adams in motion. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. His kick is good. He got it. And they are indeed back within 1 score. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
On the handoff, it's White running right, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Another run here with White. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. On 1st down, right back to White. Just a short pickup down inside the 30. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with White. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. It is 3rd and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He's going to look for the home run ball. That's caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.